Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Soldier TCG, bringing you a brand new deck profile for today. I will be bringing you a RaidRaptor deck profile. And if you don't know, RaidRaptors is one of my favorite all-time archetypes. I've been following them ever since they came out. And now that I had the deck in full, I'm really happy, and I'm going to showcase it for you guys today. Today's video will be a little longer because I'm going to explain some of the card effects instead of just quickly glossing over them like I usually do. Let us begin. So we're going to start today with the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck, and we'll be starting with our monsters. So we start off by playing 3 RaidRaptor Tribute Lanius, and what Tribute Lanius does is he's a foolish burial for RaidRaptors. So you normal or special summon him, he can send a RaidRaptor from deck to grave. And then, if he destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can search a quick play rank up spell card from your deck and add it to your hand. Next we play 3 RaidRaptor Vanishing Lanius, and what Vanishing Lanius does is for the turn he was no more special summoned, he can special summon a level 4 or lower RaidRaptor monster, so double summon. Next we play 3 RaidRaptor Mimicry Lanius, and what Mimicry Lanius does is when it's no more special summoned, it can change all RaidRaptor monsters levels up by 1. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard and search out any RaidRaptor card, so that includes spells and traps, and add them from your deck to your hand. Next we play 3 RaidRaptor Fuzzy Lanius, and what Fuzzy Lanius does is, while you control RaidRaptors that isn't itself, you can special summon it. And then also when it's sent to the graveyard, you can search another copy of it from deck and add it to your hand. Now its effect can only be used once per turn, so the search and the special summon can only be used by 1 copy. Also it has a restriction: if you use either or of its effects, you can only special summon RaidRaptors for the rest of the turn. We next have 2 RaidRaptor Sharp Lanius, and what Sharp Lanius does is he can target a monster your opponent controls, move it to defense, and then he destroys it by battle. He gets special summoned in your main phase 2 a RaidRaptor monster from grave to field in defense. And lastly, we are at one of the monsters, 1 RaidRaptor Singing Lanius. If you control a Xseed, you can special summon it, and it's then only a once per turn. It can only be special summoned once per turn that way. And then 1 RaidRaptor Lastrix, and what Lastrix does is he has a double effect. So if a RaidRaptor monster I control is in battle, I can special summon this card and gain 100 life points by the number of spell cards in my grave. Also, if I contribute it from my side of the field and special summon a RaidRaptor XYZ monster in defense mode with its effect negated, and also that XYZ monster is returned to the extra deck during the end phase. So now we'll be moving on to spells. 2 RaidRaptor Call. What Call does is it targets another RaidRaptor you have on field, special summons 1 from deck with the same name in defense position. So it's good for making rank 4 plays, anything else you need. You just getting out that monster you need to do well. And also, if RaidRaptor Call is activated, you can only special summon RaidRaptors for the rest of the turn. 2 Swallow's Nest. What Swallow's Nest does is it tributes a Wing Beast type monster and then special summons from deck a Wing Beast monster that was the same level as it. So since this is a level 4 deck, you can tribute off cards like a Mimicry and Fuzzy Lanius getting their grave effects to summon out like something like a Vanishing Lanius. 2 MST to get rid of pesky stuff. This would be Twin Twisters if they had them. 1 Nest, and what Nest does is you control 2 or more RaidRaptor monsters, target a RaidRaptor monster in your deck or grave and add it to hand. And then 1 Regeki for the main spell cards. Now we'll be moving up into the rank of spell cards. So for rank ups we run 7, so we run 3 rank up Magic Astral Force, and what Astral Force does is you target an XYZ monster and the highest level XYZ monster you have, and you rank it up by 2, so it goes up 2, and it's got to be the same type and attribute. And when you act, and then also in your standby, instead of conducting your own draw phase, you can add this card from your grave to your hand, and you can only special summon by ranking up for the turn if you use it from the add of grave to hand. 3 rank up magic Raid Force, and what Raid Force does is the target is XYZ monster, ranks it up by 1 level into a RaidRaptor XYZ, and you can banish this card from grave and add a RaidRaptor card and rank up back to your hand. So this is really good for reusing stuff like Astral Force or other monsters you want to use. Also, it can target cards like Ice Beast Zero Fine, Castell, Dark Rebellion, and rank them up into a rank 5. And then lastly, 1 rank up Magic Revolution Force because it's searchable by Tribute Lanius. We'll be moving on to traps. So 3 RaidRaptor Readiness. It's a Waboku on crack is what I like to call it. You flip it up. RaidRaptor monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. If you control a RaidRaptor in your graveyard and you banish this card, you take no battle damage. You take no damage for the rest of the turn. So Waboku on crack is what I like to call it. It's also searchable, really good. Raptor's Gust. If you control a RaidRaptor monster, you can negate any spell or trap card. So it's not searchable, but it's good for negating pendulums and other things, life-threatening cards. 2 Icarus Attack, tribute off monsters, blow out 2 cards. 1 Bottomless, and then 1 Warnings. So that concludes the main deck of 40 cards. We'll now be going on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, I play 2 RaidRaptor Satellite Cannons. It's a heavy storm that can't be chained to, and also once per turn during either player's turn, it can detach an XYZ material and then target a monster and loses 800 based on the amount of RaidRaptors in your graveyard. So it's my big rank 8 play. Really good. It'll be better when Ultimate Falcon comes out. 2 Revolution Force, and what Revolution Force can do is if he has a RaidRaptor as his XYZ material, he can target a monster on field, destroy it, and burn your opponent for half that current monster's attack that was destroyed. Also, if they attack a special summon monster or a special summon monster would attack it, that special summon monster's attack and defense becomes 0. And also, you can detach 1 XZ material from this card and attack all monsters on the field currently. Next up for the 2 rank 5s. Blaze Falcon, he's a detach, destroy all special summon monsters and burn 500 to your opponent. This is your opponent's special summon monster. And then he can attack directly and destroy a monster your opponent controls if he does successfully attack directly. Here's where 2 proxies are. This card is fairly expensive and I don't feel like dropping the money on it right now, but it's 2 RaidRaptor 4 strikes, and what 4 strikes does is it gains 500 for each RaidRaptor you control on the field. No, Winged Beast, sorry, not just RaidRaptor, and then it can detach an XYZ material from this card and search at level 4 a Winged Beast type monster and add it to your hand. And then 1 Rise Falcon because it can target a card, gain it's targeting a special summon monster, gain its attack, so it's going to be always 100 over it, and then it can detach and crash or attack every monster it can on the field. So pretty good. Now the generic rank 4, so 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 101, 1 Castell, 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Ice Beast Zero Fine, and 1 Cowboy to conclude the deck profile. So this was my RaidRaptor deck profile. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. I may also do a how to play RaidRaptors video if you guys would so like. If you did enjoy the content, please check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel. This is the TCG Soldier, signing out.